Hello everyone, Lee TV here, and I actually probably wouldn't even be streaming right now, but I I know I wanted to have the Q&A be my next video, but I do need to edit episode 27 because there's something. Actually, hold on, I need to blur out a question real quick that I already written. Uh. Just because or just because it is relevant to the next episode. But hello, Prototype and Joanna in chat. Um, while I am editing, I want to talk. I want to talk to y'all. Obviously, I can't really show y'all what I'm editing, so I put up a list, and I'll be writing down all of your questions in chat relating to Q&A. I won't be answering them right now because I want to save them for the Q&A and actually have stuff to talk about in that video. But I will be writing down all of your questions. So I'll show you all the list so far. So far, the list says, well, the list of questions, all these come from either the Discord or the comment section. By yeah, you pronounced the name right. Cool. We got from Card Captor Sakura Sama. I think I really hope I pronounced that right. Why is like the Yellow Steve not in the poster? Well, that is a good question right now, but like it kind of gets answered in the next episode. Will Light Chorus or Snow get a VA? And then from Rod, Rod said, "Is my PC okay?" because of that, or of the movie, since it was like 17 gigabytes. I think I deleted the file of the movie. Actually, did I? I'm gonna check if I still have the movie file. Um. Thankfully for my PC, but hopefully it doesn't get deleted. I don't have the movie file anymore. Then, why is there an Elder Green in the Navy Kingdom? How many cheeseburgers can Chromie in one sitting? That's kind of a disrespectful question, but also, it's whatever. Is the Steel's YT account canon? Asked by Snowquack, which I didn't. Which he asks. He made the account. He did not communicate with me at all when he made that. Um, will the TR cast have kids? That's a weird question. Will Rainbow Steve be made in a C? Our application still open? Said by Shadow Mooney 2407. I think that was just a genuine comment, and they weren't asking about the Q&A since this wasn't announced back when they commented that. Are you ever thinking of doing a collab with other Steve channels? EX Balancers, said by Lil. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Lil Lighten 3 or Lil Lighten. Or there's no L after the. If it's, I know the person joined the Discord. If you're in the chat, could you say how to pronounce your name? I see one person's watching on Twitch and two are watching on the YouTube stream. That's cool. But I'm going to be honest right now. I do want to collab with some people. I'm not like, I will save more details about that for the Q&A, but I mean, I would love to collab with like the Balancers or whatever, uh or like Diamond, but I doubt they would collab with someone as small as me. Like I'm in some other teams, but like, or I'm in Diamonds, I think, but I'm not like, I have like I have 350 subs. It's not like I have like 500 subs or like, I don't know. Like, I do have some collabs planned, but they're not like, they're not, yeah. Then, will there be a Light Steve in SC? That's a good question. How many episodes overall do you see being made in SC? This is by Prototype, who is in the chat right now. Why are you blonde? I mean, I don't know. I just am. Will Chrome Saga have a light or dark tone going forward? That's a good question. Are more classic villains going to be introduced in SC, like Reverse, Faceless Void, etc., or will most be new? And then some I've written down are, where did Green and Nova get their outfits? Why, since like in the later episodes they have outfits, which if you really look at it, it's, you can kind of tell, but like if like you don't know, then you don't know. Where was the Rose Apprentice before episode 23, since he kind of just showed up out of nowhere and has been a reoccurring character since. Why is Snow different? This is talking about how he's more powerful than the rest, if you haven't noticed, being able to teleport straight to the Rose Kingdom or Rose Village or whatever. And recently he like has become a darker shade of blue. One which I'm not showing till after the video which I'm editing right now comes out. And then why are the Rose Guards so useless? And like, for example, in the first episode or the second episode, they just kind of wander around in the village while Nightmare's destroying everything. Why did the Green Steves change skin change? I written that question like a few days ago. I don't remember what I meant by that. Did the Green Steves skin change? I think they got like desaturated or something. New theory: Rose Apprentice was very recently appointed the apprentice only by the time of the 23rd episode. Which, fun fact, the 23rd episode isn't technically the 23rd. Well, it is the 23rd episode, but it's not like the 23rd. Like, it doesn't take place that late in the timeline. Like, I don't know what's with my For You page. If I go to the playlist, we have all of these are, well, in episode 1 obviously, and then 2 and 3, or 2 and 2 are take place at the same time obviously. I think you were talking about the shade of green. Okay. These two obviously take place at the same time, and then it continues right after each other, and then up until episode 16. Hold on, with episode 17, episode 23 takes place like during and right before it, because like, well, it starts like right before episode 17 when Leeds like knocked out in his house, and then from then the two stories aren't involved with each other, and so the only like little hint you have is I tried keeping consistency with the daylight cycle. If anyone noticed that, like when it was night in episode 19 or 20, it was night in episode 25 and 26. But I can't remember if 27's during the day or not. I actually, what is playing on Spotify? I literally have, okay, stall. Okay, I'm fine with that. I have a random Spotify playlist which is just called stream friendly bangers, and I really hope this playlist, which I found, is actually copyright free, because otherwise that would be sad. But episode 27, I believe we are underground the entire time, so there's no like wondering if it's day or not, so it doesn't really matter if it's day or not. Do the kingdoms have any laws saying Nightmare can't just come and grab people? I will write that question down. And why do I have an alarm for 10 p.m.? What did I just do? Do the kingdoms have laws preventing Nightmare kidnapping? Prototype. Like they have to say one. They have to have one saying like no kidnapping, right? I'm saying I don't know, but I know. New theory. Rose the Princess was very recent. I think I already read that. That is an interesting theory. You know what? I'm going to move this question because... and just add it on to your theory, because... is he new? Prototype. Since... yeah. That's basically the song called Underground. Oh, nice. I did not know that. I'm gonna lower this a little bit so that I have room to write more. Since, yeah, I realize I create a new instance on Filmora instead of just using my SC one, which I normally use. Okay, Do you guys have any questions to ask, like, the character? Like, any in-lore questions? Like, why is a character, like, how they are, like, or, like, what motivated them to do a certain thing, or, like, why? Just, do y'all have any questions like that? Yeah, do you guys have any questions relating to like characters and stuff? Because like I kind of want to include why are you like that? Who? Me? Lead? Or is it like a certain character, or oh, you were just repeating what I said? Oh, I don't know. Nightmare. Why is Nightmare like? How'd Nightmare become Nightmare? Is that the question? What went wrong in his early life? Damn. That's savage. Damn. Okay. Where did Nightmare? Oh, why are you like this? What went wrong in your early life? Prototype. That's crazy. The phrasing of that though is crazy. Good job. Maybe in a few minutes I will like either give y'all a sneak peek of the episode, which I'm not sure if I'm really want to do that, just because like a documentary type, like a document. Oh, yeah. Or while I actually know the song, nice. But either I'll give y'all a sneak peek of part of the episode, or I will or I'll take a break and stream some Hypixel. Well, like while just to keep y'all interested, so y'all aren't just sitting here looking at a list for like an hour, or however long it takes me to edit this. So, which do you guys want to see? Sneak peek of the episode, which is coming out like tomorrow, or join Hypixel, or just me streaming Hypixel in general. No, it doesn't really. I could probably like party invite a chat. Would y'all be interested in that? Like a Hypixel stream. I mean, hanging with viewers. I think a sneak peek would be cool. Alright, I can't do it at this very second because I literally been setting up the I'm blanking. The editing software, sorry. But as soon as I have like a clip that like I think is interesting and doesn't spoil too much, I will be fine to show it. In the meantime, feel free to leave any more questions in the chat if you have any. Also, fun fact about this next episode coming up. Where did everyone go? What do you mean? You mean like how there was like... Wait, what do you mean? Do you mean like... in the bunker? Or like... in the Navy Kingdom? What? Why am I... Oh, you meant in chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think people got bored of just sitting here watching me rant to chat. No one in stream. That's sad. What is it? What is this shot that's just taking up space? That's not actually even a transition or anything. Okay, there. Oh, hey, you the chat looks like that one image in of Lizzo. What? Wait, what happened? When she's the banner, profile pic, and thumbnail? What? Oh, hey, it says another person's watching a stream. Got any questions? Leave them in chat. I'm writing them down for the Q&A that will be recorded, I think, either tomorrow or the next day. I honestly didn't expect to hit the sub goal so fast. Like, I announced it, like, yesterday, I think. Like, the Q&A was announced 3 days ago. well, 4 if you're counting on the Discord, but like the only person who left a question on there back when it was first announced was Yellow Plays, so not like they were, and not like it really mattered back when it was first announced, like 4 days ago or 5 days ago. And then I don't know if my video that I posted like a few hours ago is why I just suddenly hit the sub goal so fast, or if people just locked in when they heard that, or I don't know what's happening, but well, I was saying before I read chat, as fun fact, this following episode has a guest actor, or that you won't really be able to tell just because they're not like voice acted or anything, but and they play a character who's been in the series, but there is a guest, like the guest actor for this following episode is Arcane. Actually, I think it's perfectly fine if I show y'all the first, like, I think it's perfectly fine if I show y'all, like, the first, like, minute, just because, Arcane, the hit no, the YouTuber is Arcane Bog. I actually know the song again from DSMP. I will screen share my what's it called? My Fillmore, because that's the wrong window. Why is it like that? Okay, cancel. Is it game capture, or do I have to display capture? Because that would be really annoying. Okay, tell me if y'all can hear and see it. Why is my camera? Ah, yes, I'm becoming a reaction YouTuber for this. I'll just place myself in this little corner up here. There is a blooper within the next, like minute or two, which is why I can see but no noise. You can't hear? Okay, yeah, I think I figured. Hold on. Capture audio. Okay, can you hear now? I'll just replay the. Actually, all right, yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if I can play the intro on stream because of the music, but then I realized I literally upload it on this channel, so I think if there was a problem, it would have, like, I don't know if it's allowed on Twitch, but like I've been using this music like twice a month, like for the past, like, since 2024, so like I think it's perfectly fine. If there's a problem, I guess whoa, what? Okay, I'm getting to it. Why am I getting a Discord call right now from a million people? What do you want?
I mean, he might come.
I'm gonna try kidnapping Blue.
Okay, I'll be right back.
It depends which play you're talking about.
Okay.
And they left because of.
Okay, chat. Say hello to Astral, Ender, J Fox, Kira, Razor.
I thought that he said he tried getting along with them, bro. Okay.
I can't pronounce their name, but I'll just call them Wolf and Josh Pro and who's that other person? Who's ever I can't read everyone's name in the server or in this call.
Wow.
Okay, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people here.
You know, I'm just gonna do peace and invite and let Kira do all the work.
Kira, invite me.
I'm not even online!
I was streaming something else.
Josh, you're doing all the work then, since she's not on.
God, I haven't been invited yet.
Can I rejoin the call in like 10 minutes? I was in the middle of something.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Take care.
Alright, oh, well, I guess I can join Astral in a few minutes, but now on to the snippet from, the episode. Also, I'm not sure if anything is said that spoils, but like too much spoiler besides like the.
Plan is gonna work.
But
I'm pretty confident. I mean,
I hate how the NPCs can't just like wander. Well, they can wander around, but like they always get stuck on the ladder. I don't like a yellow shader settings. He could have just asked me to send him my version of BSL, but.
So we've already introduced the greens to the rest. No backing down now. Exactly.
And I would normally cut out this blank spot, but I haven't edited this yet. Alright, yeah, I'm not wearing my watch.
Should we get on with the plan? Also about Vine. He'll wake up.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to say.
Well, what do you say? Okay. Hey, Is King Pog said, just because we can't back out doesn't mean it won't go wrong. Which, I don't know why the character he was playing just eavesdropped like that. He wasn't a part of the conversation, but now he is.
Okay, yeah, I forgot to say Light's nickname. Hold on, just give me a second. I got it real quick.
And that reveals the character he's playing in that episode. I don't know why Yellow has his Discord volume so low. Like, this is why it can't be in any of his episodes, because he never fixes his settings. Yes, he has been reading chat.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so... Alright, if you're sure about this, Professor, take the stand. Just because we can't back out doesn't mean it won't go wrong. Properly. Well, like Snow said...
I'll give it another, like, 15 seconds of the clip.
Has he just been eavesdropping? Yeah, but Light's chill.
Why doesn't Yellow ever turn off his notifications? And then he has the music off, so it doesn't even, it's not even like it's easy editing where it's like, okay, we get free music without me having to edit. Also, this episode was complicated because I played Snow, Crystal, gasp. Is it like subtle storytelling for like Minecraft UI? Like on the nose thing on the right to tell who's like in the world and who's playing Minecraft. If it's not there, or they're in the world of his character. All the Minecraft UI is canon. Yellow is, as far as y'all are aware, a player. So he can see like the essentials pop up of like, oh, person is online. There was a problem during the early SC recordings where I would have that, and so I would have to either disable it on my client or just like chat zoom during that period, or like so zoom in the screen, or like add a black box. That Lead cannot see that. Lead can also not go in F5. Anytime he's going in F5, that is for the viewer's perspective. That's not for Lead. Lead also can't see like tab or anything. And since Lead's not a player, he's an entity in the world. And like the music thing, the entities don't hear the default game music if that wasn't obvious. Like, I mean, they probably could, but like, I don't want to have to figure out the logistics of that. Like, far as we are aware, yeah, that's. I'm not gonna elaborate more on that part because that's. I want to introduce that lore with a whole nother character in another series. One thing I said a while ago was everything is connected. Actually, I think I said that earlier today in the recording. I don't know. But everything is connected. All my series, I mean. I don't know if, like, y'all understand what that means right now. But everything is in some way connected. So when that gets explained in another series, that which also ties into the ending of Steve Catalog, the ending won't be for a while, so don't worry. But it doesn't change the story of SC at all. It's all coming together. Yeah. But it doesn't change the story of SC at all. So in the story of SC, you can just say that Yellow is a player, but like, he's the only, like, the subtitles is another thing only Yellow can see. Like, I a lot of the time forget to turn off the subtitles, the show FPS and the voice chat icon, which is how, you know, one thing which always, like, annoyed me in, like, Saber series is he could just talk to the entities in the world, which made no sense since that would require, like, it requiring some way for his microphone to be linked up with the server, not even just the game, the server, which always confused me. That's why Yellow has the simple voice chat mod canonically. That he accidentally pressed it during his episode 1, and I was like, this fills in a huge plot hole, and I just went with it. I think it's cool even if it's not intentional. Yeah, so that was a real help in filling in the plot hole, was Yellow accidentally pressing the button, because that was like saying, oh yeah, that's how we can communicate with these people, since they can't hear him normally. Which, one plot hole, which I still haven't figured out, which is a reason why he doesn't do this. I don't know what happens if he talks in chat, since, like, in the regular, if this was just, like, a regular world, for example, he talks in chat, everyone across the server, all the entities or whatever, could hear him, but I always thought it was weird that, like, it subtly implies Saber is the most powerful being in the server in the original SS, not Rainbow or Twisted. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Also, one thing which, I'll get back on to what I was originally saying. One thing which annoyed me in SS is Saber had operator commands. At least he did at first. I don't know why he just stopped using them, but he could have continued using them. And then, what annoys me even more, he gains creative mode during the reality arc, which implies that he couldn't just go in creative beforehand, which, like, I don't know how his character would have figured out, oh yeah, this is different from me just having op. Like, but he never does anything most of the time, he just runs away. Yeah, with SC, Yellow can't just go in creative because it was confirmed that he put it on a server. I can't remember if he pressed escape or something on accident in a recording, or if it was a throwaway line. I know it was mentioned at some point it's on a server now. It wasn't during episode 1, but also it's on a server. And Yellow does not have op. He can't even go into console, and, like, this part wasn't said, but he doesn't have op, and he can't go into console because frankly, he's kind of dumb and accidentally like lost his password. And that I will probably announce at some point in the series of why he can't just do it, going creative or something. But he does not have access to the server's console anymore, and that is why he can't just. That's why he can't just go in creative. He doesn't have op.
Like Snow said, we can't really back out now. Has he just been eavesdropping? Yeah, but Light's chill. Light's chill, bro. You're right next to me. Exactly. Light's chill.
SS is admittedly my favorite for nostalgia's sake, but the rules are not kept at all, and stuff is forgotten so easily. Honestly, SS is one of my favorite series from Saber, but I do have to admit, at least I saw this perspective when writing Chrome Saga. SS is wildly inconsistent. At the beginning, say the entities couldn't hear Saber, and then Rainbow spoke backwards. The only reason Saber or the entities were able to hear Saber was because of reversing him in the Nightmare Dimension, but others couldn't hear Saber, only Rainbow could, and then in order for them to talk to Saber, they would have to talk through Rainbow or talk in the backwards voice, which it doesn't make sense why others like Light or Nightmare could talk in the backwards voice in early SS when that was originally... Actually, I can't remember if that was first a Rainbow thing or a Light thing. Yeah, it was a Rainbow thing first. SS has something the other two don't. Yeah, but then they were like, you know what? I believe in voice actors now. And then everyone got voice actors. Galaxy and Origin were voiced by Ryan. Elemental was voiced by who knows what, Alex, and the Guardian of the Spirit World. All of that, they just randomly got voices, and they're like, okay, cool, now everyone can speak, which, cool, we like supporting voice actors, we like voice acted characters, but keep it consistent with the lore. At least make it so, like, who knows, maybe something happened which, like, it would make sense if Light was able to speak properly because he is genetically Rainbow, technically. But, like, everyone else, he could have figured out a reason for why. Or maybe, for all I care, they could have said, like, something happened to Saber that reversed him, and so he is now technically backwards, but since, obviously, from their perspective, it's always talking normally. Everyone from there on could speak normally. That wouldn't explain Lucas being able to hear Galaxy in Space Saga, but that Space Saga isn't canon anyways. I thought voices depended on like power level where you can lend them, like Void implied he gave his voice away. I forget, did Void have a voice actor? I can't remember. But I think he did in Rainbow Quest. I think he had Ryan in Rainbow Quest, and then Void did it in SS. I might be misremembering, but like, honestly, power level would make sense if it wasn't like technically a different like dialect. Like Rainbow spoke backwards because that was the dialect that their species spoken for second half of his arc. He did another thing which with SS which was inconsistent. I get everyone thought that Light in Reality arc was like, oh, an illusion or whatever. Saber confirmed that was actually Light, and what annoys me, after time, anyone who just didn't have a voice actor talked in chat. Beforehand, everyone had to use signs, and that's how it's been. And what annoys me is that Light got the ability to speak in chat, which only annoys me because he couldn't do it before. I would get if, he just didn't know how. But, like, it seems like Saber's like, I learned how to make chat nicknames colorful or something, so now I want to use it for every character so that we don't have to read signs. But, like, I don't like the inconsistencies. I'm sorry. This is a pet peeve of mine when continuity messes up in series. But the signs are probably too awkward to do. I agree, but, like, maybe give it a reason. Maybe when Elemental kidnapped all those thieves, he gave them the ability to talk in chat like how Time was able to. Since maybe Time couldn't before Elemental or something. Who knows, but it's always possible.
Anyway, Professor, take the stand.
Okay. Now the rest of the episode definitely is spoiler, so I'm going to remove that capture, and move this back here. But, like, I'm open to continuing this conversation, but yeah, I just need to keep editing while I do it. And I admit signs would probably be awkward, but, like, at least find a reason why they can't use signs, like, or like why they moved up from signs to actually speaking properly. Like, that's... The relationships are probably the most semi-consistent things. Yeah, I do think that in SS, character behaviors were the most, like that was, like, probably the one thing which never really changed. Also, another thing with continuity that Saber messed up, in early SS, he would, like, every other episode, he would be like, I went on a new server, and then just magically, it's all one server. Like, or, like, something transfers between the servers. Like, for example, the first server was the server he found red on. Second server was the one he found green on. He was still on the green server when he found both red and green. And then he went to a new server to find blue, I believe. And then randomly, I like the characters way more than the plot of SS. Agreed. But that was a third server in which, despite red and green, well, the red server was abandoned because as the red was now on the green server. And then the red and green were moved to the blue server. And then that was just the server Rainbow was on or whatever. And then he made another server. He was definitely making stuff up as he went, I won't lie. I mean, he said it didn't really have a proper story until, like, around when he gave Rainbow voice, but, like, that was pretty early on that was actually pretty early on, so I think over time he could have written some things to stay consistent, but it's whatever. But yeah, and then he went to a new server to speak to the Elder Blue, and then So that's already like what, 4 servers or 5 servers, and then after he separated Light, he made another server to put him back, Rainbow back together, and then another server to once again find Blue or Elder Blue, and I can't remember if that was the last server. Since honestly, the plot was so wacky at that point. SS is the most "then this happened" shoe I've ever watched, and I love it dearly. Yeah, like SS is good if you're just watching it, but like if you're like a nerd like me, for example, and really like are trying to understand things, like figure out how exactly everything worked, you will get lost at some point. That point will come before you know it, like way before you know it. But I'm just ending real quick. It's the only interest of mine I don't try to overly pick apart. Yeah, and that's a good thing, because if you do overly pick apart it, you'll realize, yeah, this is a Minecraft series. It got plot holes. I tried doing that in Saber voice, but I just went into my falsetto. It's too all over the place. Yeah, like, also, I don't even remember what happened during the arc with the village with the weird looking red, blue, and green. Like, I kind of remember it, but like not really. Rainbow Quest is better plot wise. I just prefer SS characters. I agree. I also agree that like I think the story, I think the reality arc in SS, just like, honestly, it was cool, but like I think that was to the point where it seemed like he was just trying to relive off of the rise of SS, and like I think that him logging off of the server was the perfect end, and then they're like, you know what, like 1 week later we're gonna start season 2 where they just have him log back on. Actually, I don't know how long it was between then. I think it was like a few months maybe. And while his faceless never elaborated on. Only thing I've overly thought about, he's not who made him. I think he's in SSO, but I don't remember. I never watched it. But I think I don't remember what Faceless was, but one character who I wish did get more who interested me more, who didn't get a lot of screen time, was Plague, because they kind of just kicked him out after my eye itches, but they kind of just kicked Plague out, and after he like infected Rainbow or whatever, and then the next time we see him, Elemental just destroys him, And then we later learn that Elemental didn't actually destroy half those people. At least I don't think he did. I don't remember. Only the really are going to be honest, I don't really care for the Guardian or really even Illusion. Yeah. I agree that the Guardian, honestly, the Guardian was just annoying. Like, no offense, the actor wasn't, like, annoying or whatever, but how they were written, and they're so, like, overprotective of the spirit world early on, and then, like, they remembered they had two antagonists unused, and they just had to close them off. Oh, and then when Elemental is killing everyone, instead of bringing back someone who wasn't used that much, and so they couldn't, and so like they could still expand on their lore or do something interesting on them. You know, the one person who Elemental did free? Nightmare Steve. Let the man rest. Stop. I think he was brought back like 4 times in that series. But... oh, and then he was alive. Like... I can't remember if he died twice in Rainbow Quest or 3 times, but... like, when Nightmare dies in SC, he's dead. Like, we're not bringing him back. Like, I want to do more interesting villains. The only reason I started off with Nightmare was because I wanted to have a Yellow Kingdom arc. And then I haven't really had much, like, free episodes that aren't just, like, fully plot focused to, like, expand on the Yellow Kingdom lore. So I think I might have to do, like, a side series, like, with Light or something. But... I know he's a comic, but like Nightmare went on for too long. I agree. Like, let the man rest. Also, I recently started watching the original LOTB since I first watched the remake, and I was like, you know what, I want to watch more of the lore. This isn't even related to SS. One thing which confuses me, original LOTB, the Spirit World. What world is that? Is that, since it's framed like as if it's the SS one, but also because there's the I can't remember who was there. I think it was the original Green that was in the machine or something. I don't remember who the person who was from the SS world. And then the Guardian talks like as if he was from his Light's world. But then what's it called? There's Red from Rainbow Quest, which implies either those are from the same universe, or this spirit world is drawing in people from other universes or something. And then somehow, instead of like I understand why the 3 merged would go together. I never liked the Guardian. He was honestly annoying. Not the actor, but the character. But like, would they go to the spirit world, which is in Steve Saga, which also, on that note, the Steve Saga spirit world was said to be erased by Hypno. I get that was like during the reality arc, but he felt like a self-insert of a writer, but he wasn't, just an example, but still. Yeah, but like LOTB, he mentioned Hypno or whatever, or not Hypno, Illusion or Reality or something. And it mentioned stuff from the reality arc, so it's counting that as canon probably. So that means that the spirit world will have been destroyed or whatever. But still, that's why I think the Rainbow Quest Spirit Realm is easier to comprehend. Yeah, but then again, the Spirit. Speaking of Rainbow Quest and the Spirit Realm, in the world beyond, we have Rainbow Steve, who is apparently the second one, and then we have Cole. I get Steve Legends is after the loop, but it's a fixed loop, meaning exactly the same things that happened beforehand in SL happened before RQ, though people just make their headcanon, oh, it's after the loop because so many inconsistencies in Hypno, despite if it's a closed loop, Hypno was always going to go through the portal. But my point, I get SL wasn't written yet, but think about this. One, and well, hold on. They should have kept that. They should have kept continuity that. Oh yeah, he was always going to go to the Spirit World. Before writing SL, because otherwise they couldn't really. Otherwise, things just don't line up. But first we meet the second Rainbow, who I'm guessing that's supposed to be Cole. But then we also find someone who is said to be a Red, who was the best friend of Void. Who the only person who would fit that category, because every other Red was shown to become a RQ character at the end of SL. But the only person left would be Cole, which would imply there's two Coles, or that Red was previously the Rainbow who was talking with Signs in Blue's house, which would make no sense because of their completely different character personalities. And, like, I don't know, just something is off there. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm ranting so much about this. Maybe it was just personal preference, but one character who deserved not more screen time, but elaboration was Memories Eve. Maybe his character is better as a mystery, but like, honestly, Memories Eve was a cool concept, but honestly, it would be pretty hard to write because like, they can't like have him in an episode without like either staring directly into his retinas the entire time, or or like keep forgetting, which would give Saber and the gang no context and like no reason to stick around. Maybe his character, was it Void who created him, or was he like hired? I think if I remember, Memory was accidentally created by Galaxy. I don't remember the context, but I remember that was stated. he was accidentally created by Galaxy, yeah. And then he became one of Void's minions. I don't remember if he was forced to work by just Void's power, or if he, like, or Void walked up to him being like, yo, I control you now, or whatever. Or if Void just controlled him since he was more powerful than him or something. But, like how Nightmare can just control Dark and Shadow because he's more powerful. But, you know what was baloney? How they're like, oh, we're just gonna have, hold on, so we're having, Shadow, who is controlled, actually no, Shadow Saber, who is controlled by Shadow, who is controlled by Dark, who is controlled by Nightmare, who is really controlled by Elemental. Like, we're just like, okay, let's just keep one-ing up who's controlling who, instead of having villains just be on their own. Like, honestly, I get the Shadow, Dark, Eric, and Shadow Saber. And then it was a little bit of the stretch to say, oh yeah, they were literally mind-controlled by Nightmare. But I was like, okay, I guess. And then they went the extra step and were like, oh, everything Nightmare done was actually Galaxy, or not Galaxy, Elemental. Which would imply Elemental has been there since the beginning and terrorizing people, and he's caused Nightmare to be evil or whatever. I don't know if Nightmare just picked up Elemental and was like, okay, yeah, I control you now. Or not Nightmare picked up Elemental. Elemental just picked up Nightmare and was like, from this point onward, you're my minion. Or if he caused Nightmare to be evil and go on to that. But if it's the latter, then I'm a Strangle Saber, not actually. But, like, because that's stupid. Since Nightmare was said to be, like, the most evil person for decades. Another thing I hate is how they just easily gave Nightmare a redemption arc. Oh wait, that was the character who was in the Spirit World in LTB. But, anyways, but there's a minion adoption center in the SS world. Yeah, that would be crazy. One thing which is annoying to figure out, each recording, we don't have, like, since our PC monitors are, like, different sizes or whatever, and, like, different size chat settings and all that, I don't, hold on, one thing which is very inconsistent, which I don't like, is when doing the chat zoom thing, I can never make sure it's exactly the same, because it won't look the same across different videos, because, like, one, I just never remember to write, you know, the scaling number, and two, our FOV changes, or not FOV, our chat scale and our, like, GUI scale changes, like, every episode, so it's like, dude, pick one and stick with it. Like why like, I don't, like, why can't we just, like, stick with one GUI scale? Like, yellows are kind of like mine and yellows are consistent to our own. Like, mine is consistent, or kind of consistent, across my different videos. Obviously it's slightly different because of the general scaling, but the chat size when not zoomed is pretty consistent. So it don't really change that much. But Yellow's, he changes his FOV like every video, and or not his FOV, his GY scale, and hold on, what? What? Got food? I'm back, chat. Sorry, I was only gone for like a minute. It's not possible to fix that. Yeah, like, I don't know. But I got some Little Caesars pizza. I actually want to take a break from editing. I get like I've barely done anything on editing. I normally don't stream while I edit. I will stay up till like 2 a.m. editing this because I will be editing it after the stream, and it's like 11 p.m. right now. And I do have class in the morning, but I don't care. If it takes me staying up all night to not miss school tomorrow, that's what I will do. Or I'll just set like 10 alarms. Who knows? Who cares? So I will be taking a break from this, or not I'll be taking a break from editing, and I will get on Hypixel. Actually, I'm going to ask if... Actually, can someone check? Actually, I'll just check. Is Astral still streaming? Astral is streaming. Should I... Chat, which would you want from me? Would you want for me to join Astral's stream, or should I stream with viewers? That's the wrong webcam. Why is... Oh, okay. So what should I do? Should I stream with viewers, or should I stream like Hypixel with y'all, or should I join Astral stream? I need to get napkins, but hi NF. I need to get napkins, but I will be literally right back. There's some in the hallway. I'll read your chat. Paper towels. Okay, I got paper towels. Hi, by the way. Oh, Astral then. Yeah, Astral. As much as I want to play with you, but I can't, though. I had a few minutes before I go. NF. I have a question for you. Do you have any... Actually, this is kind of a reverse question. Do you have any question... Do I still have the Google Doc? Yes, I do. Do you have any questions to add to the list? This is for the Q&A that's releasing like Sunday or Monday. I don't know. Do you have any questions to add to the list? Some questions I am particularly looking for is questions that involve like more people than just me, like certain actors or like certain characters, for example. Because I kind of did ping my staff Discord telling them that that I wanted multiple people to be there during the Q&A. So, yikes. Are there any suggestions, or like questions that you want to add to the list? If is he even in chat anymore? Yikes, I think he might have left already. Well, I'm just gonna take a bite of my pizza then. I was gonna say hi in actual stream, but then I got too scared. Go say hi. I'm gonna quickly DM him saying, "Hey, do you still got a spot in that GC? Question mark." And see whether he responds or not. No good, chat, don't worry. You got any questions, NF? Like, to add to the list? I'd like some more. Alright. This is a good amount, but, like, if I'm gonna get my whole, or not my whole, but if I'm gonna get some people in my recording team to join, I might as well, like, fit in as many questions as possible. And that's why I might add some more questions of my own. But actually, I'm gonna pop into Astral Stream and ask if what pizza is that? It's pepperoni. Okay. I need to mute this. Oh. It's pepperoni from Little Caesars. Please fall is crazy, head up. I know. What the hell? I'm gonna go for now. Alright. GNF. Bye, NF. Is your stream or is your party full? Question mark. Why is it so laggy? Do I got sauce on my face? No, I don't. Okay. Alright. Well, he said he got enough, so. Well, what? What was that last thing you said? The stream froze for a second and you look. Oh, very sad. No, it's eating pizza. Sorry. I was looking down so that I don't like, or so that y'all don't see me eating, since that's like kind of disgusting. Oh. Make sure it's loud. Okay, you know what, chat? I normally don't do this because I might like spoil something, but honestly, a lot of what would be spoiled would be shown like tomorrow anyways. So should I log on to the SC server? I don't think that my inventory has changed at all since the last episode, so should I log on to the SE server right now? Like on stream? Should I click the join server button? Yes, okay. I gotta remember not to open up my inventory because I think I do actually have one item, but it's just not in my hotbar. I don't know if I can stream with shaders on because it's like normally super laggy, but show FPS. Tell me if the stream lags at all, chat. Like full screen. So this I honestly made yesterday because, or like the day before, because I was planning on putting like a meeting room here, and I put like the wood paneling that's in the other area over here, and I was like, that just looks weird, and so I destroyed the wood and added these banners here to represent the 12 color switch. This is the first time all of the banners have been shown, since I don't think some of these have even been revealed yet, but these were all designed like at least a year ago. Like this, I think this was our latest designed banner, which was designed around the recording of episode 2. Since I remember, like, for a month we had like a discussion on what the Rose banner should be, since I think you could still see the old Rose banner on the guard NPCs in the, I don't think they're there anymore, but like the old banner, actually I believe it was on like this stall, but I changed it. The old Kingdom banner, I don't know where it is. But I'm surprised I really did update all of these, huh? But the old banner was shown on like some of the guards' shields because I never updated the NPCs before. Also, the reason why the NPCs used to be so bad was because instead of using the citizens plugin like we use now, our only option was the ZNPCs plugin because of the server hosting software we use in the game version. So so the NPCs were like really difficult to use and like really annoying to change. And so we just never changed the NPCs, and the banners are like in every C-series I've noticed. I mean, yeah, they're kind of like one of the few ways we can like express the different colors, because like you can customize these like hella. But like, so this is a rose one. I don't know why it's inside a piece of glass. I'll probably fix that soon. This one is the red one. This has already been shown. This one has already been shown. This one, this is not the banner of the Yellow Kingdom, because the Yellow Kingdom banner isn't actually the Yellow Kingdom banner, it's the Nightmare banner, in which it looks like this. And I realized that this kingdom's super laggy, so I'm gonna return to the bunker. But this has been seen on Light's house, I think, but I can't remember. Or it's somewhere, I think in one of the attics, actually. This, I believe, was put in the green outpost somewhere. This hasn't been shown. This hasn't been shown. This has been shown. It's the navy banner. This is cyan, blue, navy, indigo. This is just a Rainbow Quest indigo. Then the purple, which this, I can't remember where I got this design. I don't believe I made it. Actually, I believe I made, or it's like an altered version of something I found on like Reddit or something. It's got like a little ender pearl in the middle to signify their teleportability, since they're like, they kind of take after ender thieves. And then this is pink. It's like a little flower. And then violet, which the original violet, I believe, looked like this, but different colors. And then the altered like the Steve Legends one, I remember either Steve Legends one or Rainbow Quest one had this, but magenta, and then the other series, whichever one didn't have that, had something which looked identical to this, but without the outline. The outline, by the way, was just me like adding a white border and then adding a magenta border over the white border. That's how you get that effect. That's like a glass panel. I think it's really cool. But this table is for like meetings and stuff, which if you're in the Discord and check the spoiler channel, I'm not going to say what's in there, because like those who should want to know should join the Discord, or wait till like tomorrow or the next day. Actually, not the next day, but the next episode 28. But did they take the banners? The banners you make with a loom, and like you can make them in like 2 minutes maybe. But like some of them I had to do a lot of testing for. Like this one wasn't necessarily hard. Should I join the server? This server, I mean, like you're not on the staff team, and hopefully don't have the IP since you're not on the staff team, right? So at least I don't think you are. I don't remember. You be in the staff team, so oh yeah. Do you mean like the Discord server or something? I thought you meant like the Minecraft server. That confused me. The Discord is always linked in the description or on my channel page. But yeah, the banners are pretty simple. Down here, this was meant to. Sorry, there's stream delay. I see your chats as you're sending them, but you don't hear what I'm saying until like 15 seconds later. So if I'm not understanding what you're saying at any given point, wait 15 seconds. Or like if you're not understanding what I'm responding to, just expect. I don't know exactly how long stream delay is, but it's like, I don't know. This is the fox from the Navy Kingdom. I don't know if I go in survival or run away. It should, because that's how fox behavior works normally, I think. Unless I'm thinking of cats. I don't know. But this is the fox from the Navy Kingdom. I don't know where its feather went, but what's even down here? But this was supposed to be shown in the episode, but I straight up forgot because I hate streaming the stream. Like, me too, but I can't really do much about it, sadly. But honestly, there was supposed to be so much in that episode, like the original episode following the Navy episode. We were supposed to go to the ocean village or whatever, or the ocean kingdom or something, but since that's where the navies have been hiding, that's not really a spoiler. I think that was said in the episode, but we just never finished building it. Like that's like probably the hardest build for us to build, so I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to do that, but maybe we'll have like what sea culture would appreciate hugs the most and the least. The most would be pinks or violets, and then the least would have to be honestly, the one maybe the yellows, since that means they have to stand still for a while, and they're about like energy, they're like fast and always on their feet. Or the cyan, since they're like really concentrated with magic and stuff. Are the Navy's mermaids? No, they just have water powers, and they can breathe underwater stuff. But yeah, we were supposed to save the fox in the episode, but we genuinely forgot, and so we're like, okay, that's just something which happened off screen or something. Maybe one of the maybe Snow went back for the fox, since the fox isn't even shown in the clip when they're entering in episode 26. So maybe that happened off screen, but dang it. Honestly, if Alexes existed in this world, Navy Alexes would be mermaids technically, or like maybe they would be able to like use their powers to create a fin, kind of like how in The Last Savior, or The First Savior, whatever the series is called. I think it's The First Savior, yeah. The Orange Steve Sam plays. I honestly haven't seen the series in so long that I forgot his name. No, I really hope Sam doesn't get offended if he ever sees this. He has like a dragon form. Maybe navies would have like a mermaid form, or like a water demon form, or like a shark or something. But yeah, right here is this guy's place. Hello, I have to look on YouTube because your name pops up as something different. I have to open up YouTube because it says like okay, okay, no it doesn't. It says your exact name and I'm just crazy. Yeah, Laura. I'll just stay with that. Okay, Elixers are a weirdly underused concept. I'm pretty sure there's something related to Alex's on the server, but I haven't written them into the plot yet, so I don't know if they're still canon. Like every character, almost every C series is male. We need more. We need women. We need women. There's too much yaoi here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, speaking of that, I honestly, like, I'm not against, like, shippers or whatever, but, like, honestly, I just don't, like, I'm not, like, homophobic or anything. I just don't like my characters being shipped, like, especially, like, with SC, since the story is not, like, about, like, romance or anything. It's, like, an adventure story, honestly, so it's not, like, I don't know. That it's best summarized in Box's essay on his community tab that one day. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Laura. Look, I like the yeah. I just like girls. Same. I also am straight, despite what some people think. But yeah, here we have the new blacksmith building. The old one, no one noticed this. I actually got this building off of Reddit. I just changed the block palette and redid the entire interior. Like the shot from Reddit was right here, I think, or like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it was like right here. But this was taken from Reddit. Honestly, there were a lot of things in this series which were, like, either directly, like, not copied, but, like, based off of something, or, like, taken from Reddit. There is one building, there's one building on the server which will be shown in the near future, which is literally just a set from Steve Legends, which I need to finish that. Okay, I need to finish building that. Anyways, there is one set which is literally just a set from Steve Legends. What was your favorite build on this server? Or is this man from Steve Kellogg? Sorry for my English. I speak Portuguese. You're good. What was my favorite build? You mean from like Steve Kellogg or from Rainbow Quest or Steve Saga or whatever? Yes, this map is from Steve Kellogg. This is the Steve Kellogg server. Yeah, there were a lot of spots which were like directly like from something, or like inspired off of something. And this is just laggy from my PC over here for some reason. What are my render settings? 8. Okay. This is a little bit of a spoiler if you can understand what this is, but see, look. My favorite set, honestly, out of the shown ones at least, this one would have to come in like second or third, because despite it not being like the best set we have here, this was the first set built on the server. Not the first one finished, but like the first one started, like, I think when the server was first created, or when I first made the world, it was, I just randomly TP'd here and then built the tower because I thought, because I was like, why not? And then from there, that's how it turned into this. And then around episode 9, I was like, you know what, I'm going to redo, or when the orange episode was, I was like, I'm gonna redo this part and make it look good. What are you up in the future with the series? Like, are you gonna reboot, continue, or make a new series? Honestly, I was originally planning on rebooting it around the time of the mid-season, but then I was like, but that would be a lot of work, and like, I've been on season 1 for like a year and a half. Like I know with my upload schedule, that's gonna take forever to finish a reboot. So I'm like, I'll just continue the series. Like, sunk cost fallacy, my guys. But yeah, so I really like could be writing down some of these questions. Like, what is my favorite map? And I will write down some of these questions, but I will still answer some of these because like I was showing y'all around the server anyways. Like, I know a lot of people who watch the Q&A probably won't watch this stream, so what is my... Let's see. Prototype. Ever reboot series. Lord. Okay. But obviously I will continue to make new series. I actually have a lot of series planned, which I don't like, or which aren't like even like started production yet, or like started making the sets or writing the scripts for at all, because like I have like an interconnected it's like story thing, which, okay, that's a lot of stuff happening. If I were to ever make a series, it would probably have to have romance, but mostly in the background, like, at least to me. It just makes more sense for the world building. Yeah, I find what I've noticed is one of the videos, I think it was like 11.5. I don't remember, but it was gone. Huh? Wait. 11.5 released later than 11.5 released around episode 16. So if you're looking on the channel, okay, so it was 11 since 11.5 actually didn't have the red in it at all, despite what it looks like, since it's us following the red. But 11.5, so 11 was gone. I mean, did you check the playlist? Do you just remember it being gone or something, or did you not, were you not able to find it or something? Because I'm pretty sure it's not deleted or anything. Yeah, the episode's still there. But 11.5 didn't release until oh wait, yeah, 11.5 didn't release. I think it cut the scene. Did you mean in the movie, or did you mean in the playlist or something? Because the episode is there. It was in the Navy Village. Yeah, maybe it was in the movie. Is that what you're talking about? I'm gonna quickly check. Honestly, why didn't I add chapters to this so that it would show at each episode? That would have been so convenient. But I am lazy, so I'll probably go back and do that in the future. Okay, this is episode 11 in the movie. And the episode 11 is the only episode in the movie which had the red. And then the only other times the red were seen was in episode 20, 21, and 22. And those are obviously there. But those weren't in the movie because the movie was just SC Season 1, Part 1. I hope I'm not talking too fast or anything, because, like, I don't know. But I will check because I thought it was Strange. Lucky you added an extra K. I'm not elaborating on that. I'll check because I thought it was strange. Okay. Back to the question of my favorite set. So this has to be like top 3 just because like, yeah, it's not like the best set ever. I also just want to look at some of the sets right now. This, I gotta be very careful not to accidentally fly into one of the walls here because there is some extra stuff. Okay, this is fine to show because the resource pack is broken. I will not look at it though because it has a name tag, but this is what's down here. There's like a rock with like something in here. I won't elaborate further. This is a good set. It wasn't even made by me though. This was made by Space. What was behind these 3 doors was made by me though. C-Series should have more horror in them. One thing which I do want to include in SC in the future is machines. Like machines in actual fights because it's been very, I feel like SC has been very Rainbow Questy. If you know what I mean, it means like there's not been much action in the story or like machines or logic or anything. It's kind of just like a story, like Lead's always just hiding in a house or like people are having lightning fights or something. But like in SS there were like spheres of obsidian and stuff, and that was cool. But like, or like, oh, Saber would trap Rainbow or something, or Blue or something, and that was a huge like thing. And then I just haven't had a chance to do it because it just doesn't fit in the story. But hopefully, I can like try to like make that like work in future episodes. There's so much potential for horror. Honestly, I kind of agree. I don't know if it would fit SC, but like that would be pretty cool. Like a horror C-Series. This Orange Kingdom wasn't finished until like 2, maybe 3 months ago. This bridge still isn't even finished, but this was always supposed to lead to a river, and maybe I was gonna put like 1 or 2 more houses here. I never did, but yeah, this in the episode, this professor's house wasn't here. There was nothing over here. One thing which is a spoiler for something, but like you wouldn't really understand until it happens because like it's hard to understand what the spoiler is. This tree perfectly lines up with this tree. Anyways, just because of like how grand this kingdom is, I'd have to say the Yellow Kingdom is my favorite kingdom. But if I had to pick a close second, it would be Red Kingdom. This kingdom, which this honestly took years to build, and not because it was difficult, well, mainly because it's a unique style and no one wanted to work on it. This kingdom took literally forever. Like this took like 2 years maybe, but it was mainly a background project. Is it lagging? What do you mean? Oh no, what happened? There's like no spoilers here, so I think I can fly around perfectly fine. I mean, I can't go past this wall, but like I think there's like a thing like down here or something which allows me to control the, yeah, this allows me to control the door. The door works, just no lag. It's no lag as in it's not lagging, or no as in no, it is lagging. What? I'm confused. Okay, Navy Kingdom. This is pretty recent, but also we finished using this at probably permanently, so maybe I might show one more. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot to remove the NPCs. So we have this guy who's in a cage. I'll just let him free. I'm kidding. They can't do shit. I can attack them. And over here is, whoa, right, yeah, I forgot. That don't work. I recently redid all the models in my resource pack. And so, for example, there will be another block over there on Mr. Bush's eye. This was a really cool set, but it was mainly copy and paste. Is fan art allowed? Hell yeah, I have an art channel in my Discord for like fan art, or if people just want to post their art. Or for all I care, like post it on like people on your community tab, and then like ping me on YouTube, since I think I allow people to ping me. I might have to pin me. I don't know how that works. I think I have to enable it or something, but it should work. Either way, fan art is always cool. This set was so underutilized, but also it was also never finished. Good thing this isn't shown in the series, and this is just like behind the scenes, because canonically the structure is finished. Canonically, we never see the inside. Sadly, it was only shown twice. Wait, I'll do something fast. Give me a sec. Should I wait to show the Ocean Kingdom, since I don't think, sadly, it can ever be used? I think instead I'll just like introduce them into a story, like they're escaping from the, or like they're brought here by the navies or something, or by Snow or something. They're not brought here, but the, or maybe I'll show it in the future, like when we go back to the tower. But like right now, it has no plan in the story. So do you want me to show y'all what's underneath the water that y'all can't see because of my shaders? I just realized I never unpaused the music. I could have done that. Alright, I hope y'all can hear the music if there is anyone besides Prototype watching. I mean, and Prototype if you're still here. You'd like to see? Okay. I'll go down as intended, and then this is the Ocean Kingdom. Well, this is the entrance. Like, there's like a little bridge here. This was built by Frozen, or some of these were built by Frozen, but this one, for example, was built by me. And then this one, I can't remember if this one was built by me or him, but this is a copy and paste of that thing up there, and so is this. There's like rocks here. I just turned on full bright. And then this was made by Frozen, though I did the interior because, like, yeah, this is where the navies have been staying. Also, this, I thought I would have to use structure voids, which are basically basically things so that it's basically a barrier block, but you can walk through it. Like you can place things on it and stuff, and it can stop water flowing. But no, I forgot that flowing water doesn't spread unless it touches a surface on its bottom axis. So like right here is source blocks or something, and then it flows in, and since there's not a block right here, it'll just do that. And then if I cover this back up, it'll drain, and then it does the same. But that's about all we did for the Ocean Kingdom, because like, I mean, all of this is custom terrain because of, why is there so much kelp here? Maybe that's why this is so laggy, but okay, actually, are there any more songs in this playlist? I know Undertale music. I wonder if y'all can hear the music actually. Can you? But this was done before I knew Axiom was a thing. Actually, no, I knew Axiom was a thing, I just didn't know how to use it back then. This was just that, and so was some of the terrain here, but all this was done via Axiom. Then over here, is the tower to the middle world. Well, it's not really said if it goes to the middle world or not, but like, trust me, if you're watching this, if you stayed this long watching this series, you've probably seen Rainbow Quest. Or like any other series, like it's not a surprise at this point. You can hear the music. Is it like too loud or anything, or is it good? So originally I was gonna have Lead drop. Actually, Lead does 2 different things in each episode. In 11, he runs up here and jumps into the water, I believe. Since I believe Red ran past him in the original version of the episode. So he ran like up here and jumped in. And then in the other version, or 11.5 or whatever, he literally just came down here, you know, and didn't need to jump into the water. That is one inconsistency, and that was an honest mistake, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like anyone noticed it was different. It's good. Alright. One thing I do like is the inside of this tower. It doesn't actually teleport you anywhere, luckily. But, or yeah, the void is white for some reason. What the heck is that? Oh, it's water. But I pinged you in something. I might have streamer mode on. Oh, you meant on YouTube or something? Atlee TV. Snow. That's actually really nice. Honestly, I've been wanting to give like certain characters outfits. I haven't in story yet, but also I want to design some before I introduce them in story. Like Tulip has had an outfit for like a couple weeks now. I just haven't introduced it into the story for a few reasons yet. But once I start introducing them into the story, I want to give like each main character an outfit, like Tulip, Snow, Light. Is there the like, I don't know. I just want to give more characters outfits. But I could actually use that as like a reference, like not like 1-to-1 obviously, but like I don't know, maybe like the buttons on the shirt and like the scarf thing he has, or is that like a collar? Either way. I didn't know this was on Spotify. I love this song. I replayed the... I think I spent like over 10 hours of my life listening to this musical. It helps him stand up, yeah. I mean, Snow and Light already stand out because Light has a chest plate, but and well, I can't say that yet. And Snow looks different, but like it's not like that. Snow's not that different. He looks like if a leader didn't have a custom outfit, basically. Kind of. I guess that's close enough. And to be like a big collar for like the jacket. That's actually a good idea too. I honestly don't know what else is around here. I'm going to keep my map small in case there's anything spoilable. But I'm going to look through my warp list, so I'm going to turn off my screen share just for a second. So that I can look through my warp list to see... I've got a deal with destiny, a bargain with fate. This business is bound to profit me, as long as a fool takes the bait. Okay, Stronghold. I still need to fix this. I think I showed this during the hide and seek. The Stronghold world got, or the Stronghold got deleted. I think I might have deleted the chunks and deleting unused chunks. But I redid the Stronghold room and now it looks way better. But I need to remake this because like that would be this didn't canonically get destroyed. Maybe it got remodeled and that's why the room will look different next time we go to the end. But like I love her reprise at the end. Yeah. But like I gotta remake this one day. But now into the end. I gotta remember to go back in creative mode so that if I open my inventory, it appears to this and not the survival inventory. I can make some quick outfit ideas if you want. Maybe. I don't want to like just completely like use fan ideas, but like but like I do think it would be nice for me so that I'd have a reference to make skins because like honestly it is kind of annoying trying to figure out what to put the characters in. Like making the outfits isn't actually the hard part, it's like choosing what they're wearing. But also like I do think, and I think it would be pretty cool for y'all to like be able to influence the series in some way. But also like I don't want to like rely on y'all, you know. So like obviously you can make as much fan art as you want. It's all you. You also don't have to make fan art. It's completely up to you. But anyways, here's the end. This was originally gonna be the not the nether leader. What? This was originally gonna be the purple leader's house, and then this was gonna be the purple apprentice's house. Neither of these houses were ever decorated or seen since they're on a separate island. And then this is Chorus's house. This is a random purple. Wait, give me another second. This is Flip's house, who is a character Frozen wants to play, but he's not at all relevant to the story, so he hasn't been in the story at all. Maybe I might include him if I can figure out a place to put him, but he's not really that important. But this was actually the first, and this was originally gonna be Chorus's house, I think. Or it was gonna be someone important's house. I don't know whose, but this was the first designed house, and honestly the nicest. I hope we can still use this in the series, but maybe this is the Elder's house or the Supreme Elder's house. One thing I really like are the floating island houses. Is this just a copy and paste? I really hope it... Okay, it wasn't through a world edit, but these do look identical. And then... This was supposed to be like a shopping mall. It's weird that they have two malls, but then again, I built both of them. Actually, I don't remember if I built that one. I know I built that one. And I helped out with this one, at least with the like stuff on the tables. But and then these two were some of the last houses built, just because we thought we needed to fill in the end a little more. But I'm gonna close the screenshot just for a second so that I can warp around. At this point, I'm just showing off sets at this point, and as long as they've been shown in the series. Are there any more sets that have been shown? I think I showed all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them besides like Spawn. What is this? What the heck is this song? Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. What? What are these weird lyrics? Okay, I don't know, there's something random in this playlist. DC's make new Steve, and while they're stumbling around all confused, the girl looks at them and was like, your name is Daisy now. No, basically, I don't remember where the... Okay, it was this direction, I think. No, basically, so obviously they can choose their own names. They're created like, obviously they're not created as little children, or else you'll see a lot of little children running around in these series, because like, yeah, and that's not something which I want. They're kind of created with some of the their creators' knowledge on like how to function and what certain things are. I think he's like Superboy from I think they're like Superboy from Young Justice or something. I don't know, I never seen it. But oh yeah, this minecart's still here. But they basically spawn with some of the creators' knowledge, and like they're like, huh, I need to pick a name for myself or something, and then they do. Vine isn't at all new, but it just never occurred to him that he needed a name, especially since like he was the only he was one of the few greens permitted to leave. But more recently, it's been like a one at a time situation, since Green is the only one who is able to enter the Yellow Kingdom because of light. That's why he was permitted to be the scout. Like, do Steve's make news? Okay, yeah, I read that. So that's why, like, I feel like I should save some of these questions for the Q&A. Whatever. Also, one thing which was kind of confirmed in the late in the previous episode 26, I think, is if Lee drank this, he would be destroyed in some capacity. Either he would be like infected with the darkness, or he would just die. Because this is a modified sample of the darkness, reverse engineered to be. It's basically a vaccine, except it's like has the opposite effects. Like it changes you instead of infects you. And Lead has a very starting sample, and that's why the professor told him not to touch anything. But honestly, I think I'm gonna end stream here now. Hold on, let me find a song I'm willing to chill to for the next like couple minutes while I end stream. What is this? I don't think this is copyright free. Okay, if the stream gets taken down, it gets taken down. But I have no clue. I just clicked to the end of the playlist. Okay, I'm just gonna Vampires the Musical. No, it's playing in order. What's a random song? Wait, that was a really good song. Okay, there. I'll get the outfit probably after streaming. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, thank you all. If anyone else is watching besides Proto or Proda, I'm sorry if I'm heavily mispronouncing your name, but that'll be it just from me today. See you. Actually, literally, it'll be like back on back uploads, because it's this, and then it's the next episode tomorrow, and then it will be the Q&A, and then following that will be a Chrome Saga video, and then a little bit after that will be the next Prada. Okay. So yeah, it'll literally be back-to-back uploads. Maybe a few days in between the Chrome Saga video and then SC episode 28. And that might come a little, and the Chrome Saga video might come a little bit after the whatchamacallit, the Q&A. But tomorrow will be the the SC20 SC27, and then the Q&A, like either the following or the day after that. So yeah, have a good day and drink water. Just one water. And drink a water. I have a water right here. I'm gonna take a sip. Yeah, it's literally exactly midnight in like 30 seconds, so I'm gonna end before midnight. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Lead TV, or I play Chrome. Join the Discord if you want. Early access, or to just talk with the community. I know a lot of people have been joining recently, or a few people have been joining recently, so you'll have some people to talk to. Also Q&A.